Hey yo, salute to the people. It's the social forecast. Today is Wednesday, July 31st. And I hope you all do something today to further your goals and to help you realize your dreams. Alright. It's about 7:40 in the morning on my way to work. It's something I've been thinking about too over the past couple of days that I wanted to basically just get on here and not really vent about, but really kind of just talk to y'all about. In our adult lives, we spend an exorbitant amount of time away from home, be it at school or work for those, who are further in their education and continue to do so. But the vast majority of us, especially those of us who have families and shit like that, real obligations, we spend the majority of our time at work. And that's just any normal adult who works a full-time job, anywhere from, 35 to 40 to 50, 60 hours a week. Somebody like me who works 16 hours a day, I spend an exorbitant amount of time, away from my kids, away from home, away from, my family. And one of the biggest pet peeves, probably the biggest pet peeves when it comes to work, is dealing with a bunch of people, grown adults, especially grown men, at work who do nothing but bicker and complain and bitch and moan and don't want to do their job and follow protocols and procedures that are supposed to be put in place. And people say to me often at my day job, at my night job, I get to work a little bit more solo for the most part, so I don't really have to deal with those issues. But at my day job, people say to me often, yo, how come, you're always so quiet, you really don't talk much, you really don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, while everybody else runs around like chickens with their heads cut off. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Alright, talk to you later. Alright, bye. I apologize for that. I had to take a phone call real quick. No edits. Don't do edits. So yeah, people say to me often, like, yo, how come you don't, Kev's mad quiet, mad laid back, which I've always been for the most part, in my personal life, as well, but more so in a work environment. And the thing about it is that some people take that kind of quiet, laid back, kind of docile demeanor to mean that I'm, not assertive enough in situations where I need to be. They would be horribly mistaken. And the people who think that I'm that way because I'm a pushover and they can walk all over me, they're horribly mistaken. The reason why I'm so quiet, laid back, is two main reasons. And this one is just, I guess, a me thing. It's I kind of take it as a little bit of a personality flaw, but it is what it is. We all have our hang-ups. I know how quickly I can go from 0 to 100, and I know the one thing I don't take, no matter who it's coming from, no matter what the situation is disrespect. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're a fucking police officer pulling me over. I don't give a fuck if you're a fucking employer, HR rep. I don't care what your position in life is. If you're having an interaction with me and you don't know how to be respectful, we're gonna have a problem. And we're gonna have a problem quickly. And so, because I know that about myself, I usually try to lead with, my true nature of just wanting to be laid back and wanting to be neutral. And, I'm a peaceful, fun-loving individual for the most part. I only turn up when I'm met with disrespect. And it's just because I don't disrespect anybody. Like, I approach everybody in the most neutral way possible. And so there's really no reason to come at me in a disrespectful manner. And so that leads me to the other reason and what I wanted to talk to y'all about. I don't go to work to make friends. And aside from the fact that I might look, for the most part, pretty young, I am 35. I do have a whole fucking family at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nothing more so than when these young kids, 19, 20, 21, whatever, try to be, I don't know what you want to call it. It really like rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, yo, do you not understand? Like, I'm like 6-7 years away from being twice your age. Like, I'll beat you the fuck up if I was 15 years younger, but I don't have time for that shit. Like, I don't have the energy for that shit. I work 2 full-time jobs. I'm busy. I got shit going on, shit to do. I don't have the time or the energy. So, and that brings me to my overall message too for today. Y'all go to work. Don't be so focused on making an impression to the people who don't matter. Don't be so focused on trying to make friends or people to go out with after work and on the weekends with. I mean, if you do, because we're all going to come across those few cool ass people that we work with. Like I said, we do spend the most of our time with coworkers, you know. So if you come across a few cool people you might want to go hang out with, do something with, you know, at night after work or on the weekends, that's cool. But I never go into a work situation looking to make friends. I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to make money. I'm there to do what I need to do for the time that I'm going to be there, and then I'm out. And I really don't, I'm not apologetic over it. I really don't care about it. And so I carry myself in that way when I'm at work. It's business only. I don't have time for a lot of the small talk. Now, I'll engage in some small talk, you know, depending on, you know, who I have a decent rapport with. But like I said, I've come across more issues over the years in trying to be cool with people at work than just getting the fucking job done. Because most people are only going to look out for themselves anyway, and especially in a work environment, people are going to cover themselves at the end of the day, and they're going to, you know, any chance that a person gets, they might not necessarily blatantly try to throw you under the bus, but push come to shove, they're not going to lose their job over you because they have a family too. And I think a lot of people don't think about that when they get all friendly and buddy at work. And it's like, yo, push come to shove, and it is down to you or that person and your position. That person's not gonna roll over and say, here, I got a family at home, but here, you know, you take it, I'll leave. Nah. So I don't get close to begin with, so that way I don't have to worry about those types of issues. But when y'all go to work, let the main goal be what it is you're going to work for. Ultimately, you know, you might love your job, you might love what you do, there might be some fulfillment in it, and that's important. But for the most part, we go to work to earn a paycheck. We go to work to make money to do whatever it is we're trying to do, whatever it is we need to do to get by in life, and save all that other shit for the fucking birds, because it's definitely not for me. And I don't want anybody to ever feel comfortable enough with me at work to feel like they can joke around with me in the wrong way on the wrong day, and then I fuck around and gotta go back to my old self, get out of character, and then end up, you know. Anyway, I just stopped through to talk about that real quick on my way to work. So as you all go to work, please remember, keep your eyes on the goal. The goal is not friendship. The goal is not being buddy or dealing with the bullshit and the stress of people who bring their stress and bullshit to work. It's stressful enough being at work and dealing with the job functions that are in front of you, that are in your job description to fulfill. People who bring their personal bullshit and their stress and their baggage to work, I don't got time for. My best advice and opinion for all of you would be the same. Fuck that bullshit. Let these motherfuckers focus on work like they should be. You focus on work. Do you get to the next level the best way and the quickest way you know how. And keep it moving like that. I don't pretend to know everything. I just know what I know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, I'm my biggest fan. Be yours. Peace and love.